on YouTube. So I'm off on a little mission today. It may come to nothing, in which case none of you will ever see this video. But for like 2 years I've been wanting to either paint or wrap or plaster dip my Rebel pretty much since like I got her. Like gloss black is good, but I want a different colour. So today, sort of 2.5 years after buying her, today is that day. Maybe. I'm going to drop by my local body shop, bike body shop, just so they can check out the job that I want doing. It is a little bit more than changing the colour though, since there is a nice little dent in the tank where I may have dropped her in the garage pre-crash bars, and so the handlebar dented the tank. I don't really mind it. I think it adds character. I kind of like the ratty look. Dent definitely adds to that. But if I want to get the tank sprayed or anything, that dent is going to have to come out or be filled in or something. So I'm just going to go check out this local place and see what the verdict is.
Let me just share with you this awkward little experience I had when I was trying to sort of inquire about getting this done to the bike. So I'm going to this, like, it's a bit of a complex. There's loads of sort of workshops there and stuff, and I've taken both Rob and myself actually have taken our bikes to a bike garage there for bike MOTs and stuff. But there's loads of other things, including like what looks like two body shops. And the guys that do our MOT said, yeah, we use like this body shop on this estate to do any of our like custom sort of spray jobs and that. So Rob and I went there the other day and like rode around the estate to try and figure out which place this was. I got their phone number from like their advert. It looked like a one-man job at the time. There was like one guy who had no idea we were there because he was out the bike spraying a car, so obviously we didn't disturb him. I took the phone number from the sign and gave him a call later on, and I sort of explained that, you know, I've got a bike with a dent that I also want respraying, and I was like, I don't know if you do motorcycles or not. And he just sort of said, no we don't. And so my response is obviously, because that's fine. So I was just like, oh yeah, no worries. I just thought it was worth asking. And like, I don't think he heard me, or maybe I said something he didn't hear, because there was just silence on the other end of the line. It was so awkward, because I don't want to be that person going, hello, can you hear me? Especially since we'd already just decided that this thing isn't gonna happen. Like, so I just didn't know what to do. I just froze in silence. There's silence on the other end, and then they just ended up hanging up. So they probably thought I was a real weirdo, a troll or something. So I guess that wasn't the body shop that my MOT guys use after all. I'm guessing it's the one I'm going to now. And because it's an estate and there are so many little sort of like buildings there, I have no idea which one I'm going to. I can see me having to accost the guys at RJ's to try and point me in the right direction. Right. I'm looking for Ace Automotives. Aha. Hey, that worked out a lot more simply than I thought it would. The body shop, because they do car bits, really, not bike bits. They're not going to strip it down, which is kind of what I expected, but I had a little word with RJ next door, and they agreed to do it. I'm also going to chuck them some spotlights to wire into, so I should get a little bit of an overhaul in 2-3 weeks, so that's very exciting. And so it's going to be sort of like a week-long job, I think, more or less, but for now she's all booked in to get the best colour that I have dreamed of for years now, and I've just never done anything about it.
2 weeks later.
So my research a couple of weeks ago proved fruitful, and today is the day that I drop off the Rebel to go and get a respray and also the spotlight to put on, which I did manage to order in time. So yeah, exciting. Quick one before we set off and drop the bike off. These are the lights that I am gonna get installed. I just got them off of Amazon. They're like £32, I think. But I think they're a good size. They're not too big. I think that's quite a nice size. And hopefully they'll be bright enough and the installation all goes well. And they're going to help me get more seen, more visible.
So at this point I'm kind of more excited about getting more lights on the bike than the paint job, because the nights are drawing in. It feels like they've already drawn in, but actually they're just going to get darker even earlier, and the mornings, same, they're very, very dark now. And when I commute to work, it's pitch black. It's like the middle of the night, both on the way in and on the way back. And I do feel pretty vulnerable on this bike with the lights that it has. I know the newer models, I think like 2020 forward, have sort of LEDs and stuff, and they're a bit better. But I have an old-fashioned dim yellow headlight. The indicators are running lights too, which is good, but yeah, I feel really vulnerable, especially bits of the motorway which have no lights at all, which is ridiculous. I just feel like a sitting duck a little bit. So these lights will put my mind at ease, I think, a little bit. And I know that this paint job that I'm going to have done, by the way, goodbye stock tank, it is like really basic, and I should probably do this myself. Maybe one day I will, but I have no idea how to go about it. I don't know what I'm like. I'll try and shortcut the really boring bits where you prep the tank and stuff, so I just want to get onto the painting, so I won't do it properly. So at least for like the first maybe I'll do it again, I don't know. So for the first time I do it, I feel like it should be done professionally. Despite the look I'm kind of going for, I do want a pro to do it. And to be fair, I also can't do it myself this time round, because I have this, as I've mentioned, this little dink here. Right, here we are. Goodbye bike. Where shall I park? I was gonna go in there.
One week later.
Right, so it's a few weeks since I arranged to get my Rebel resprayed and the lights wired in. I picked it up about a week ago. Today I added my final finishing touches and decorated her a bit. I won't really go into detail with that because I'm literally just like a kid that's just been told by their teacher you can cover your exercise book and, you know, you get wrapping paper and stickers and stuff. I feel a bit like that, so don't worry about my little school kid decorations. But here is the finished, for now, product. Dun dun dun! There she is. Huh? Yeah, still black. But let me just switch it around. Look, zero shine. I finally got the matte black bike that I've always wanted. Matte black anything, to be honest. So I got the front and rear mud guards done in the tank. The rest of it just left as is. But I think it looks a little bit more badass. Rob got me the tank protector here to protect my new paint job. But yeah, I'm well pleased. I've wanted this bike this colour like the whole time I've had it, and thanks to a little backdated pay rise, I finally bit the bullet. So yeah, and not only is she the best colour ever now, but let me just switch her on. Oh god, have I left her in gear? Jesus, I have, haven't I? I never leave her in gear. There we go. We have light! Yay! A couple of little spotlights. I haven't ridden in the dark with her, so I'm not sure how they are for my visibility at night, but hopefully, I mean, that's 5 lights there. Hopefully that'll catch people's attention in their rearview mirror at night. That's really all I wanted. So yeah, extra lights too. And look at this beautiful view. I love it. I know it's Weston. It's not the most glamorous, but I mean, look at that sky. Look at it. So yeah, new bike, kind of slightly new image for her, a bit more of what I've been going for anyway. But yeah, exciting. Yay!